want to shift the blame for the opioid epidemic. However, Tennessee Attorney General Herbert Sadery claims Purdue Pharma used high-pressure sales tactics to push prescriptions of OxyContin on overworked and underskilled doctors.
I think we were doing the best that we could. I mean, when I went to Georgetown Medical School, we learned about addiction, how potent these medications were. Then we kind of learned, well, it's not so bad. We should really give this, and we shouldn't really withhold care, because that's, giving someone harm. We're withholding medicines that could be treating these patients. Then we started realizing 20 years later, fast forward to where we are now, my God, we were creating addicts. We're withholding medicines that could be treating these patients, giving someone harm. So now we have kind of rejigger how we think about patients. These patients still only need care, but they really need care under the right kind of physician. That might be a physician anesthesiologist, someone who really knows how to treat chronic pain issues outside of just medications.
Doctors take an oath to do no harm and provide the best care for their patients. First, do no harm. This is the basic principle to practice medicine.
On the government's part.
But amid skyrocketing addiction rates and overdoses related to OxyContin, Panera claims the company taught a sales tactic she now considers questionable, saying some patients might only appear to be addicted, when in fact, they're just in pain. In training, she was taught a term for this: pseudo-addiction.
So the cure for pseudo-addiction, you were trained, is more opioids.
A higher dose, yes.
Purdue pushed prescribers to give higher doses to keep patients on drugs for longer periods of time, without regard to the very real increased risk of addiction, overdose, and death.
This problem starts right on Wall Street. The people who made these decisions to kill 170 people a day that are dying in the United States, those aren't people that are on the street corner. Those are the people on Wall Street. Yeah. Opioid makers like Purdue knew from the beginning that their pills were highly addictive and potentially fatal, so they did what most corporations do. They sent out information that lied about their product. It told them that it's not going to be addictive. You don't have to worry about it. Those are the real drug pushers in the United States. Unfortunately, we We don't have the courage. The Justice Department didn't have the courage to go after those people. The DEA gave them a pass. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, I'll go this far, Ed. As I look at the facts that are unfolding on this case, I am absolutely convinced that the DEA had as much to do with it as Wall Street. You might remember that you had Congress that passed laws that said telling the DEA to leave the CEOs, leave the drug distributors, the opioid distributors alone, leave the opioid manufacturers alone, don't go after them. It was signed off by Obama. That didn't happen without the DEA actually committing themselves to saying, yeah, that's going to be okay with us.
Okay.
So it's not understood at all. So look, we're looking in the wrong place. This isn't the street dealer. This is the Wall Street dealer that doesn't look like a drug pusher, but they are.
Do you think this is an epidemic that begins with Purdue Pharma and OxyContin?
Yes.